I'm surprised you don't hold the Amumu's here. Wait, you like I guess what's your reasoning for not holding the Amumus?
I maybe just overvaluing like having like I'm pretty much always holding Singe now for like the Renata line and the and Chembaron. And then I like having the two Sentinels. So then I was like, would I sell the Morgana for a move? I guess I'm for the most part I would, in fact I probably should have just put in the family. I with this I would just default to Violet at this point. But it's like, what would I sell to pick up the Mumu pair? I guess a Mumu pair with the Vander's good.
I hmm, I can see why the Rel does fit nicely with the Morgana um Singe, but I don't know how committed I am to Morgana backline anyway. I just would tend to value a frontline pair over like these it's not that hard I think to find the Sentinel unit right for Singe. And I also would be willing to sell the Vander for a Mumu pair, I think. Because like you don't typically fit family anyway on stage two. Like usually the best board is maybe not the best, but like the board you want to be playing is like Draven Darius Violet. And then you don't really fit family until like stage until you're level 5. So yeah, I don't really mind not having the Vander for her. Whereas I just feel like having a mobile pair gives you so many options. I think it's just like part of the if you remember the YBY game where he tempoed, I think a Mumu pair was a big part of what allowed him to be strong. He had a Mumu too and Lux too. Like right now, yes, I agree with like angling towards like the strong comps, but by not holding things like a Mumu two, a Mumu pair, you will lose out on like random tempo BS line that you
Mm,
could otherwise play.
okay.
Yeah, and I would say like if this vendor was a Violet pair, yeah, I'm down to not sell. If the especially if the Rel was Renata, I'm also down to maybe not because your item's stuck for Renata. There's
Yeah.
probably some Renata for a move pair. But yeah, I don't I think a move, just a pair of a pretty good frontliner. I'd say move was like not S tier early game unit, but good. That whole I just don't think that like a single Morgana, a single Sin, a single Rel is like better than a move pair, especially when you have a washer as well. Slash also just saying you really value those, which I think is not necessarily wrong. Then selling the vendor is better. I think for me this is like a reasonable like I'll call it like a big error. Like it's something that I feel like is noteworthy.
Okay. So you would sell Rel over Vander to buy the Mumu pair?
I think so. I think that's what I would lean towards because we're already saying we're not Rel, so we're not Ronaldo, right? Given the items. And so then what is like a stronger board to work around? Is it having a watcher pair and a watch and another watcher? Or is it like single Rel, single Cinch, single Morgana? I feel like in my mind it's very clearly the watcher pair.
Or what about selling Morgana and Powder for a Mumu pair?
That's fine as well. I think yeah, I don't like holding the powder for sure, so I could see that as well. Yeah, like I would have committed the Mumu. I think yeah, I'm operating off the fact that you already committed the Morgana and the Singed, but assuming you had the time beforehand to decide what to commit, I'll always commit the two moves.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, at this point, then potentially move. It depends on other people's boards, though. Like, what happens is like, let's say now I feel like you're like very strongly leading Violet, which is good. But let's say two other people have better spots than you with Violet. That's when you really would have like wish you would have had the other
The
strong.
Mumu?
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. So here, not Mad Chemist is like not that great now, right? I don't know.
I wish I could see the stats on it. I cannot. Wait,
I
did
mean,
they nerf it that much?
they they nerfed it decent. I mean, we could just filter Singe with Archangel, right?
Regard, yeah, I guess since Arcane
It's
basically get that point.
4.4.
Actually, never mind. We basically have the stats on it. It's
Yeah,
just Singe.
4.94. So no good.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, so I'd roll left and middle and then go from there.
I'm just looking real quick. Singe with Archangel is yeah, actually it's quite a bit worse. Okay, yeah, I believe. Um, so you're saying sorry, you roll left in the middle? Yeah, I'm on board with that.
And then
Ooh, it's actually not because I feel like Violet you typically want bench slots.
yeah, but there was
Have
one
we looked
other
at other
guy
people's
playing maybe
other
contesting.
have we looked at other people's angles yet?
Yeah. So there's that one guy with a violet pair.
Violet hair. What items did he have? Yeah, he kind of has Violet. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if no one else is holding violets, I would definitely take blistering strikes. It's not like my items are bad for violet. It's just like I'm not gonna be able to tempo it.
Yeah. Um, I actually have never gone to the string opener with Violet. I don't think it doesn't sound super bad in my mind. That doesn't sound very, very good.
Yeah.
Um, if anything, I would think I would just I would just over encumber it in Violet, and like you just have to. I would just like really not pull any powders. You would kind of forego like one of your 3 stars ultimately. I think is what would happen. Um, it would be really be painful to not be able to hold like Darius or Raven pairs. But eventually, you hit level 4, you have 5 units. Like you hit upgrades, hopefully, then you're not going to be that bench locked. And more items is typically good in that line. I think my best augment here is over encumbered. If you truly believe that Blizzarding Strikes is okay in Violet, which I'm not sure is the case, I would on 2-1. I would tend to say no. If you really think that Blizzarding Strikes is fine, then you could roll right and default to Blistering. But in my mind, Blistering is not good enough to take. If that, I would just take over it.
Yeah. I think I agree with that assessment.
And I think over encumbered here, if the other Violet person really hits everything, you could still try to here I would probably sell the family units. Oh, oh, just why do you end up leaning this way instead of the Violet instead of
Um I think I just immediately removed from my mind reroll with not having bench space, which yeah, after hearing you say that you kind of just give up on one or two 3 stars, that seems reasonable.
yeah, like here I would have just sold the powders, the morgue, the singe, I would have just held 2 violets, Draven, Darius.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know, 2 violets, Draven, Darius. And I would just angle Violet, and then like on 2-2, if I saw Draven or Darius, I'd be fucked. And then starting 2-3, I could start holding the more of those units. And I probably just don't 3-star powder ever. But I still hope to 3-star Draven and basically.
Do you value holding the Draven over making 10? Because you could just hold Violet Pair and Van. I mean, you can even sell Vander and just like make 10. And
Oh, I am saying I'm selling Vander for sure. I'm
oh,
selling
okay.
Vander, powder. I'm only holding Darius, Draven, and Violet. And I typically don't sell any of those units for econ.
I see.
Those 3, because especially because one, they make your board stronger, and second, you get conqueror stacks, which allows you to make gold back anyway, right?
Right. Okay. I think with Violet, it seems like I'm just overvaluing the family units.
Oh yeah, I do think especially if you're like not super loose streaking, I don't think that selling for econ is that big of a deal. Like I'd rather just have like I think for example Vander 2, I think it's really nice to have starting stage 3. Even Powder 2 is a big deal. I frontliner on 2-star. So I don't like really selling them that often, but at the same time, like if I'm blue streaking like fully, then I'm definitely down to sell. So especially if you're telling me to prioritize them and like this and sell for bench space, I definitely sell.
Okay.
Yeah, now I feel like this is not. I don't even know what I'd be angling here for this bad. I feel like this is already like quite a challenging game because I mean, not. I mean, maybe I'm overstating. It's like it's not an easy game. Whereas the
Yeah.
Violet team looked pretty easy, and like if you truly get contested, you have a backup plan, right? You can easily play emissary because you have so many items. Maybe not easily because you're not super rich, but you can get there. It's like within their own possibility to have a good emissary setup. Whereas now this is like, yeah, I'm not sure. 'Cause you're holding you're like this guy's Rage Blade. I don't know what that guy's playing.
Rage Blade reroll. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
typically Rage Blade is Zoe right now, but I'm not sure what that was. Guy's also unclear. Probably some Sentinel.
Who are you slamming early Rage Blade on to angle Zoe?
Who am I putting on? Oh, just any two-star backliner, Lux, Zyra, um, Deep Draven, like whoever. Right? Like I feel like I will slam it only if I'm like trying to win rounds. Right? I mean, be willing to put it on effects too.
I see. Are you holding Aurelia or Lux here?
Let me see your board again. Uh, probably probably Aurelia. Like you don't even have Lux items.
Yeah.
Probably.
Uh, And then I'm basically thinking I want some type of I want a tier if I can or rod, but nope.
Yeah, I just don't like the way we chose the units to hold on onto. I've already repeated this again, but just to reiterate here, like I feel like doesn't this spot to you? It looks like you're not really. I mean, yeah, I guess you ended up winning rounds. You look pretty weak, so you could have easily fathomed the loss streak. But it just doesn't look like you have direction with your item.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't. I don't even know what. I mean, yeah, your rod and tier is good to take here, but it's like it doesn't even work with any of the existing components. It's just like the line you want to play,
Yeah.
but not necessarily. It does. It like the tier doesn't line up. It lines up with neither your items, your current components, nor does it even align with your units, right? Because your units are literally Morgana, a singular Morgana. Um, whereas just holding the units that really truly line up with your items would have made it much easier, right? Like even if you're not truly committed to Violet 3, you just you go for sword here, right? And sword easily lines up with all of these, right? Sword could be IE here if you end up pivoting. Sword could be BT. Sword can be G. I wouldn't even slam. I would just take sword and just stay open because I'm likely very weak. But like I'm already building towards good stuff. Whereas you take tier here, like uh, you're not really happy with any of these slams, right? For the AP line.
Yeah. I'm basically just hoping that over encumbered bails me out with something useful.
I mean, yeah, I think in that sense, sure, like that's what you can hope towards, but it just doesn't sound very like reassuring and compared to the other way you could play it, where you play towards melee. I think there's just like a note itself, like figure out why. I guess it sounds like you didn't think to re-roll the violet line, but you had a violet pair, right? If you go back to 2-1, regardless of if you're playing violet or not, that's your strongest board. That's easily your strongest board. I'm pretty sure. Like, given your components as well, right? You just play. I mean, you don't even have to play violet reroll. If you're just playing strongest tempo, you just play towards like a melee. Here, um, violet pair, Draven Dare. Instead, you played around your non pairs, right? Your cinch pair, I guess,
Mm,
which doesn't really have you kill units.
okay. Yeah, this definitely goes back to the Weijin VOD. Like I just yeah, I need to just go back to basics. I'm thinking so much about like, oh, what are the meta lines that I want to end up on? And then I'm just eliminating reroll, and then I'm also feeling like yeah, I know I could play that towards Mbessa, but it feels like I need to streak or have econ to do that. So then that's why I eliminated like that whole melee line.
Gotcha. I mean, there's still potential here. You have violet pair, right? You could very easily juice start that. You have your items are close. Your items are. I would think about like yeah, I would agree with you if it is singular violet and like your items are a little weird for it, then yeah, like it doesn't sound that great. But I feel like the setup is kind of there, right? You have violet pair, you have the Draven and Darius, you have Pit Fighter, you have Conquer, you also have over encumbered, which you is really good with the line, right? You want to itemize a bunch of stuff. So like I don't think that your setup for it is the best ever, but it's better than I think the alternative is just so bad. I guess is my like biggest issue with the line selection is it ended it's just a singular copies of units with no items. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I think it's more so maybe it's also just familiarity that this Violet line I've played it a few times now because I play Violet so much that I've played it into not Violet and recognizing that that is very much not. And obviously to convince yourself of that, just but play enough Violet games from ahead, you will find yourself very strong stage 2, stage 3, such that you will be you'll have the understanding that you can play it and be strong and then just pivot out because you have so much strength from it mid game.
Yeah, so I've played Violet a lot. I just never pivot out. And
Yeah, yeah, I
maybe
only really pivot out if like it looks like I think it's like three-way. Three-way and my copies are short or their setup looks too good. Um Mostly because I think Violet, I was a little more willing to contest when the patch started, but as my understanding of the line has gotten better and better, you actually really, really want multiple 3 stars. And the contest makes it's not that bad to hit one 3 star, but the odds you hit all your 3 stars you really want to hit, which for me are the most important ones are the Violet first, Draven second, and then probably a tie between Powder and Darius. And you also kind of like if you high roll it, you really do want the Vanguard 3 as well. It really helps. Those don't happen ever. If you're, I mean, they can happen, but it's very unlikely if you're 2-wayed, much less 3-wayed.
yeah, yeah. I guess so. This was probably a combination of. I wonder if I would have even considered Violet if I saw that it was uncontested. But once I saw it was at least two-way contested, and then or at least someone else was contesting and with over encumbered, I just like eliminated that. But I guess I should really be considering it just as a tempo line too, and I haven't really done that.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think there's just another thing in PFT is it's very easy to think in binary, and I think because thinking in like black and white makes it so much easier on yourself in a lot of ways. I think it's not something to really truly fault yourself for, but it's just important to recognize that binary thought processes are always going to be faulty in some way. And here, yes, I can agree. I can understand the thought process. While I don't agree with it, I can understand. Okay, I'm over encumbered, hence reroll is a lot worse. Sure, yeah, that's fair, but that doesn't mean you throw the baby out with the bathwater and you never hold file.
Mhm.
Right? Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, we can move on now from like reading other learnings from this game. We were on Carousel, I think, and we took. I didn't get to see what we took.
Okay, yeah. With these components, I had no idea, so just took a 3 cost, I think.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I would think as well. 3 cost belt, and I would probably not. Here, I feel like Rebel is my best hold. Oh, wow.
Okay, so you would have sold out of the Sentinels? Because 'Cause I'm just thinking I wanna make
I would
30.
sell Rel Morgana. Rel Oh wait, Rel Morgana doesn't get me the whole set, huh? Oh, the sorcerers are also very tempting. I definitely want to get out of this Morgana. Morgana just doesn't do anything. I don't even have a Vlad.
I mean, get
Yeah,
the 3
I
rebels and, like, Lux and
I
sell it.
really want to hold this Ezreal. Like I don't think I care about Sint even. Like we're no longer Renata. We're very likely. I mean, you could be. I guess you could be Renata, but like I
Yeah, I don't think
and then your
so.
opponents are so far. Like you're playing on raw tier, raw. You're playing on like raw tiers, bow. I feel like my most what is the word I want to use? Like the most distinguishing units here for a line are it's the Ezreal. It's Ezreal, the Lux, and the Irelia. Those are like the 3 units I would always hold here.
Because then you can
It's the
flex
most knowable actual
between
line.
Rebel and with the Academy line.
Yeah, exactly. Either the Rebel line or Academy line. And in at this point now with the Ezreal, I actually don't even think the spot is that bad anymore. I'm just like Ezreal, Irelia, Set. I mean, it's not good, but I feel like the line before looked so doomed, and now it looked okay to me. But I'm surprised that like I guess why are you really valuing the Singed here? Is
I'm
it just because it's scary?
Yeah. Like, I need something to I need a front line.
Yeah, but then I guess by that same logic, why didn't you value the? I mean, it's fine. But why didn't you value the Mumu pair on stage one if you really are valuing pairs? But yeah, I feel like yeah, Mumu Singe pair is nice, but Ezreal, Ezreal and Aurelia set are strong kill units, and they also they make final boards of a certain of many comps, right? Whereas Singe typically doesn't even make final board of a lot of comps.
Yeah. Okay, so it'd be the
But
3.
yeah, this is something I feel like Ezreal is just a high priority unit right now in my mind. Assuming you have nothing else to hold on to, Ezreal starts to become a super high in prio in my mind.
I think also it's because the academy line, I'm thinking I only play that with timer items. So
Oh yeah, that okay, that's fair. That's fair. Because you as we talked about in the patch overview, you didn't quite grasp the strength of Academy Heimer, which many people didn't. So
then with these item components, it really just be academy like uh Porky.
oh, over encumbered, yeah, you just duo carry, you just slap whatever you can
Yeah.
on Heimer and Corki, and call it a day.
Yeah. I
But
did
yeah,
have
ultimately you ended up even selling the Singe pair, right? Just to point it out. Like you ended up valuing Morgana pair, which I feel like is the least valuable of all the stuff.
mm,
Not because Morgana pair is that it just doesn't help you really kill units that much. But
yeah. Yeah, Ezreal would have been better than that. I think I was just fixed on making 30 and then I would have to sell like basically everything.
gotcha.
And I wasn't scouting against this guy. Probably should have tried to sack.
I think this. I guess you could try to grief him, but I think win is like it's better than loss. So does this win? Okay, I was gonna say it's kind of scary to not level here, and you also really don't want to slam to win risk Krugs just because you have over encumbered. So I'm fine with this.
And when I was scouting, there were 2 other players already at 3 rebel.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's when the Heimer line starts to become a little better, but then Ilaoi is very hard to find in those lines. So then now, let's see what we get. I'm a little more down for Silco. This just
Yeah.
looks like Silco to me.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me too.
Trojan, Nasher.
JG.
Yeah, it could be. I could see that. Trojan, Nasher, JG, Sunfire, Declaw, something like that. Yeah. Shoujin, Nasher, JG. Could also see Shoujin, Nasher, Morello. Yeah, I feel like some combination of. Let me see. Was it? Yeah, actually. Yeah, I like this.
Wasn't sure if I wanted to save a cloak for Spark or just slam Stoneplate. I just
I think Stoneplate is.
I,
Declaw better tank item. Stoneplate better item economy. I don't think either is way worse than the other in my mind, but I could see the logic for one and keep Spark open. Maybe that's even better.
yeah. Like I was just doing a stats analysis of items and like Stoneplate is played so frequently, but its stats are horrible.
Oh yeah, it's just understated. It's just not the best.
Yeah. And like you don't want to play it on Garen, you don't want to play it on I mean Alawi already has a lot of armor MR and then
Yeah,
like Mundo,
it's just
you're playing with Black Rose, so you're not solo frontlining it.
yeah, exactly. Everything you say, I 100% agree with. It's just, but yeah, I see what you're saying as well. That item economy, yeah. So it's just declaw better item, but open chain is kind of trash.
Yeah.
And then it's not that bad because you have another frontline item open anyway. But yeah,
Uh we're thinking mostly if I should be like way more healthy to take that, right?
yeah, agree.
And then Visionary is not like great right now.
I hate all of these basically.
Yeah,
This also
agreed.
portable forge. You have too many items for this to be
Yeah.
valuable at this point.
So basically, bulky buddies is the only
Yeah,
real
there's no.
option.
I don't even think it's that bad if you're Black Rose. Fine. Did we forget bulky buddies? Oh,
Let's see. I maybe I did for this round.
I've done it a few times. Okay,
Uh,
thank God. Okay, you did. I've definitely done it though. I wouldn't have even like, oh yeah.
yeah, this guy definitely went. Oh, it was the Rage Blade guy ended up going Vi. Okay, or Violet.
Oh, he dropped he replication into. Oh wait, what? And he just hit his. Okay, I mean, it it could be good setup. He's gonna hit really easily with this thing. So, Pandora's Bench, early Mundo, nice. Can you play this? Um,
You take out 4 Visionary.
it's just yeah, I'm just thinking like, is there a way to play it? Like, as soon as you see the Mundo, it should immediately. Maybe it did cross your mind, but it's like your rel one. Is there a way to play this that works? And
They're just stronger naked Mundo over
I
Rel
don't
1.
I don't think with 4 Visionary it's strong,
Yeah.
and also 2 cents. And
This is
at
pretty
the moment,
strong. Just took out the 100 streaker.
yeah, you have I mean you have a million items and bulky buddies, right? Like your items are also like very cohesive. They all like your components are very cohesive.
Yeah, I would have wanted a rod here, but now I just want to try to preserve HP. Slam.
Yeah, I think assuming that oh actually this lobby looks a little AD heavy, but now I'm pretty sure I'd be willing to make declaw here. Too expensive to level for sure. I would try to solo frontline this guy, the rel.
Oh, am I overvaluing bulky buddies then?
No, I would move the Aurelia back one.
I guess the Aurelia is going to die anyway, right? Before the Brawl.
It's more so that it makes your Akali a lot worse, right? If your Aurelia gets targeted at the same time, your Akali will die a lot faster. Does that sort of make sense? Like here, I would basically put Akali back one, and then Aurelia back one. If that makes sense.
Okay. I was thinking that I want the bulky buddies shield on Rel once the Aurelia died.
I see. You're saying in that sense. Yeah, yeah. But I would think Aurelia dies first anyway. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. Hmm.
Okay, yeah.
And then this is where, I mean, I was trying to lean towards Dominators and then I get the Zoe. So
I see. Yeah, it's definitely stronger now. Yeah, I don't mind trying to go into this now for sure. I mean, you have a bunch of the copies. I mean, you don't have a bunch of them. But you have singular copies of them. It's not awful. I don't mind this, especially if you scouted well. I don't mind this level.
yeah, I think it ends up being fight diff.
Oh yeah, it's definitely quite diff. A good level there. I don't think I would have, but I think good. I didn't see this guy's board, so I don't know. But it's definitely the correct decision here. I also would probably not sell this Mundo. I think that's correct. Oh, you couldn't have even made econ, right? You're one short.
I assume the Conqueror with the Rel is stronger than the Emissary for Nami.
Conquer with Rel.
Like the Swain versus the Nami.
Oh, is it? Wait, really? Actually, I'm pretty sure Nami's better
Nami's better.
because Conqueror gives you a Rel just like what is it like 16 AP,
I see. Okay.
whereas Nami helps your whole board.
Right. That's true.
I would think it's Nami, and she's like in terms of unit wise, like they're basically the same. I would say
Hmm.
you're not really lacking frontline like beef. You have the 3 item Rel, so.
And so also here, I'm like kind of trying to decide, do I still straddle this Dominator Black Rose line and just don't make econ, or am I committing?
Oh, I would definitely straddle here. It makes it a little annoying. Like your roll now is like a little harder, meant like, but I think it has to be correct to straddle.
Okay.
I think if you're to sell one side, I can sympathize with that from, and I would in some games, or if I was just not feeling it, I could sympathize with that from the perspective of making it easier on yourself. But in terms of correctness, I'm pretty sure you have to straddle both sides
Okay.
because you're not that rich. If you're super rich, then I'm down to just sell one side and force one line.
Oh,
Oh, you sold them. Okay.
wait, what? I didn't even need to. Oh, wait, did I need to sell the Mundo? Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, I think you did. You didn't have to sell a cast, but you
Right,
did have to
right,
sell.
right. Okay.
Um, item wise, I mean, this could easily be either still, right? This could be like moored items, like a gunblade QSS, or this could be Jinx items. Basically, is the next one
Yeah.
for what do you call it Rebel.
Okay, so I should have straddled.
And you could still you just lost one window and a cast, but you could still.
Right.
It makes it a lot harder now though. You're a lot more Rebel, I think. Um, hmm.
So,
What is this?
well,
Big grab bag is so many items.
yeah. Like out of these three, Spirit Link seems the best, but it's not great because I still have like decent HP.
Yeah, I'm not down for overkill because you're melee. Because you're not melee.
And I don't have another. I have three item components that I don't even have like a good place to put it. So I feel like it's not a big grab bag.
Sorry, and we're saying that Rebel is highly contested here.
There were two other players, at least in stage 3, I think, like with 3 rebels. So it's like, I mean, people could be transitioning that into the sense or the academy line or Silco, right?
That would also affect my willingness to part with Cassiopeia and Mundo, by the way,
Oh yeah, yeah.
because if there are more Ilawi anglers, I am like really not willing to give up on the Mundo line because that is my best highest probability hit at that point, right? Versus the Ilawi, even if I have the Zoe. But yeah, between these, I do think Spirit Link is better than Grab Bag. I don't think Grab Bag's awful, but I think Spirit Link is better? Question mark. It's close in my mind, but I could be wrong.
A grab bag would probably be better on the if I knew I was going towards dominators, right? Because like you have more units that are just higher quality that can hold items.
With Rebel, you still wouldn't truly run out of units, right? Ideally, it's Ambessa, and you could start triple itemizing Ambessa. It's not even that bad. Maybe you have Quick Striker, right? You have Emissary, Quick Striker.
Uh
So it'd be like 3 item Jinx. So I guess if you don't find the Jinx, then it starts to be kind of weird because now you're at 3 item Ezreal, which is not. And you're not even Ezreal 2 yet. Yeah, so it's not super ideal. But yeah, I'm probably down to roll. I can understand rolling either of these, to be honest.
okay.
Is well, you're a little poor.
So this guy's two guys already switched to dominators.
Oh yeah, I see. Oh, Rebel looks
Yeah, Rebel looks pretty good.
Lowry will be contested, but like it's everything. I don't mind
Although I
more.
I want to say one of the dominator guys like hit a bunch of Malawis. Or maybe that's not yet. Oh yeah, this guy already has Alawi too.
Oh, this game is hard. You have to like play some random flex BS trash. This game is gonna be hard. Let's see what you find.
Oh, and there was
Right now,
another guy that
I
hit.
prefer health is wealth over big grab bag.
Okay, yeah.
Bronze for I don't know prismatic for this is very good. I don't know if the gold one is as good or to play around. I mean, it's triple combat. I just feel like you're kind of poor.
Runs
Yeah,
for
it's gonna
life
be a
is
little
good
too
with
confusing for me to play around like the gold one. Maybe it is like that. Maybe I'm just undervaluing this line. I know top players really value the prismatic one.
and you're angling what usually? Silco?
With bronze for life. Yes, I think I underplay this one. I know for sure I underplay this augment. So like, I wouldn't think that the line I would play around bronze for life would be the best. But I think I would play. I mean, yeah, I play whatever I hit. Right? You can't really angle anything because you're so poor, right?
Right.
But it definitely would make you strong. Your bulky buddies, bronze for life, and a million items. But You can't really choose what you play if you take that. Like whereas health is wealth, you will get plus 15 gold. It helps quite a bit. I can see both again. Not really sure. Yeah, I don't mind this.
Do you level here or just wait till 4-5?
So you're kind of healthy enough, right? This goes to like our stage 4 decision making. The issue is that your units are contested. So
Although it's like with Alawi, it's already gone, right? So like it's one thing if we're trying to find the same units versus it's already gone.
is it already gone? Like, isn't it gonna be more gone soon?
That's true.
It's not even a matter of like three. Yeah, there are three out now. Isn't it the case that in 2 rounds it's gonna be even more out? Because isn't there someone else
There's
that is
4
it?
out now. There was one guy with a Alawi one.
Yeah, and so I'm saying if you're on 4-5, it's possible that he will have even more.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So are
Um,
you rolling to 0 then?
Rob, oh, you left yourself no time, by the way. But I think we already saw that
Yeah.
last.
Wait.
I'd roll to like 10 here, I think. But yeah, you have no time, so like
When did I make this decision again? Okay, yeah.
yeah, I think too long to take the hard decision.
All of the learnings being reverted.
It's so good. I mean, yeah, all habits die hard, as they say. I'll probably roll 10. Like if I had infinite time, roll 10.
Okay.
Like I'm probably not playing around going level 9 anyway in this spot. You're so strong. So you don't it's not the worst thing in the world to like dig super deep. Um what do I sell? You probably a blitz.
I think I haven't played this Rebel line enough that like I think I just forgot Mbessa as part of this line.
Oh, I see. Yeah, if you allow your parents, oh, you're like having to hold both sides of this. Oh, sorry.
Like the forecast you want to hold with Rebels is Mbessa,
These
Elise.
best are like the two
Okay.
that I had to
I really wanted that Jinx, but no.
5 gold. Bark. Mm,
White Cloak.
I think it's correct for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean this game is just doomed from here, right?
Yeah, you're just so poor. I mean, you'll get 15 gold infused with more. Not yeah.
I like don't even know what to do.
This is like Black Rose with Zoe, is what I would probably try to do here. Right? Get into it. And you try to get towards Silk Road.
Black Rose, Zoe, into Soko, yeah.
You have 0 Ilawi, so it's just really hard to angle the rebel line.
And then also now I like have no idea who to even put the anomaly on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That I would have rolled deeper in that sense actually.
So I could find a Soko.
Like, yeah, try to find now you probably have to play Zoe, right?
Now I have to what?
Because now you have to play Zoe because you're just gonna anomaly.
Oh yeah.
Like of all these units, either anomaly Mord or anomaly Zoe. And I probably would have scouted to make sure like one line is more doom, not more doom than the other.
Oh, okay. Before like deciding whether to roll more deeply the previous round.
Yeah. Or also on anomaly round. I mean, on anomaly round, like if I had looked around and there were like 6 Zoes out and very few Silcos out, I would still just anomaly the Mord. I think you had. Did you have QSS? You had QSS, I think, before making the Spark. So
Yeah.
actually, I think you may have already made the Spark on 4 or 5. But like, I feel like I would have anomaly the Mord if Zoe looked super doomed, and I would have anomaly the Zoe if the Silco line looked kind of doomed.
The thing is, we saw earlier when I scouted that there were 2 Soko players, but one of them had the Alawi too.
Yeah, they straddled both lines. Yeah, so it's probably not. It's probably not dominated. Probably is just Zoe then.
Yeah.
Which one did they end up taking? I missed the.
It's the one that executes. I didn't want to roll too deeply.
Yeah. You don't have enough cook. I think Fireball would have been, but Fireball would have been, actually, that's not true. I think Fireball's better with more casting items.
I don't think I've ever taken Fireball. Like, when are you?
Oh, it's not bad. I've seen a lot of players take this with anything like casts a lot. Even like Silco, Renata, it's very good. I mean, not very good. It's okay. It's anything that casts a lot. It's a lot of damage.
Okay, and it's mainly if you don't have like the burn is a non-trivial part of it, right? So like if I already have some fire, it's not as valuable.
Oh,
Right.
I don't think burn here is anti heal.
Oh, okay.
I think burn here is just percent true damage. I'm pretty sure wound either. I'm pretty sure it's not. You have to look at the. He didn't take it, I guess, so we can't see. But I'm pretty sure it's not. It's wound that is anti heal. Technically, at least, if assuming the wording is not incorrect, it shouldn't. It shouldn't anti heal. You've seen zero Silco, zero Laui, zero. I feel like we've just seen zero forecasts, but at the same time, we had no goal.
Yeah, I don't know how valuable it is to finish this watching this.
Um,
Should I have been rolling to 0 here?
I think it's fine to not, because there's still some chance you hit everything and then like you're not that, like your setup is not weak. Your items are good. Your augments are like you have combat. It's just so like you hit, you can fathomably come back. Like 2 lives is still not like the worst in
Okay.
that sense because you're not weak. So I'm sort of okay with it still to not roll zero here. But now I roll zero for sure. Like what's yeah, no, I roll true zero here. Zero without me. Or were you have to? Yeah, I guess you are not. You can't send him rebel without allowing. Wait, oh god, where is this girl? Yeah, okay. Um, it goes on Elise, I guess, right? I assume. Yeah, this guy does not look weak. And we look kind of dead. Are we dead? Actually, you're not. You're not that weak either, though. But yeah,
I'm
you're not.
dead.
You're not as strong as this guy. I think a lot of the error was really just around like I think starting 4-1, even if we had like held the Mundo and tried to play towards like the Silco line, it just I mean you ended up being contested on the Violet line, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Someone played Violet, right?
Yeah, and they had
But
the Pandora's bench,
yeah, you couldn't now contest them. But
but it would have been an Ambessa line.
yeah, I feel like that line would have been a lot. You would have been a lot stronger. I feel like stage. Oh, sorry, that's not even true. Your stage 3 went fine, right? Your stage 3 was you won a
Yeah,
lot of rounds stage 3 actually. I'm trying to see that game in the garden better. Um, your items were very good after. That's kind of what saved you. Let's look at what you saw in your roll down again on 4-2.
I did skip the Ambessa,
I don't think that would have.
although I think I might have only saw 1 or 2 at most.
Yeah, I don't think I would have changed it that much. It just felt like you were a little too. Hmm. You never felt like you had a true big roll down the 5-1, and by then it was like a little late.
I was just too poor.
I think you could have given yourself more. Hmm, like 4-5ing is probably, but then all the units are out. Is there no hidden line here? I'm trying to see if there's a hidden line that we could have played instead when we knew that all these. I feel like did you actually truly like scout around to see what people are playing on like 3-7-4-1? By the way,
Um,
'cause I feel like we're kind of missing how how clearly people are angling certain lines. Looks like you kind of are. You kind of are. 3-4. You're looking around, and we're just not able to truly analyze it in our VOD view right now. But it looks like you are. It's not clear to me like what the best thing to angle is here based on other yeah. So this guy can be anything. Probably rebel. Very likely rebel.
Silco
This
already.
guy is straddling,
Yeah.
right? Okay, and then this guy,
And Bessa.
yeah, for sure. This
Violet.
guy, yeah, Violet. This guy, Renata, gonna hold the Lowy. This guy, instantly, I already know I'm not playing. I'm not playing on Lowy. At this exact point, I've already given up on the Rebel line.
Ah,
Like I already know I will be hard stuck Lowy one no matter what. And so now I'm probably thinking, and I'm poor. I'm probably thinking some weird ass like Nami Swain comp or some random BS that just gets me out of this game because you already know you're guaranteed zero with that, which is what happened, right? I guarantee you, if you have meta TFT, you look at it for this game, you didn't even really low roll a lot. Maybe a little, but like not them.
but the other guy, the guy that was like had the Silco, did he? I don't think he had an Alawi, right?
No, you wouldn't expect him to find the Lowy, but it just looks like 3 or 4 people are gonna angle it. You're fourth in a lobby. You're like fourth to a Lowy, and you're poor. Like, yeah, I agree. That guy's straddling, right? Like he will pick him up. Basically, if we say which people will
Oh
pick up
yeah,
Malawi,
right.
it's like 4 people, 4 or 5.
Meta TFT does show that I low rolled 99 percentile Alawi.
99. Oh, okay. Then
Although it says
how many were you
contested
expected? Like
unit
how many
data
total
missing.
expected?
Maybe it's not right. I think there's something with Meta TFT that's broken right now for me.
I guess I think it's more so total expected number. How many total expected were you by the end?
Let me see.
I would guess like 2 point something.
Expected by the end of the game.
Yeah,
By end of game 4.35. But
4.3.
I don't. I'm getting an error that's saying contested unit data is missing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This is just assuming everything's not contested.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's probably wrong. That's 4.3 sounds way insane given the number out, but yeah, I was gonna ask next like how many contested does it show, but it sounds like it's off on that sense.
Okay, so if we're not playing Rebel here, like,
I never would have sold the Mundo.
oh, okay, yeah. So hard commit.
Yeah, I'm so surprised that given your scout, you were willing to part with Mundo.
I don't think I was thinking that. So usually when I'm scouting, I'm paying much closer to attention to the backline carries and the items they're holding. Like I would be paying attention to like how many people have slammed Shoja and JG to like contest Zoe and I'm looking at, oh, are they playing Rebel or not? I'm not really paying attention to, are they holding like Alawi's? So I need to do that more.
Oh yeah, you just have to recognize like what are the units that are super essential to your comp, right? And obviously in the Zoe line, it's not just Zoe.
Yeah.
It's Zoe and it's Lowy. And there's no replacement for Lowy in that line. There's just none, right? And so same with like the Heimer line. There are some lines where there's just no replacement. Like Silco Mundo is not that big a deal because you can go Mundo, you can go Least, Carry, you can go sorry, Tank, you can go Garen, you can go. Yeah, like if we just do another like let's just very quickly go through that scout again. We'll just say how many Ilawis we expect to be out, right? Let's try to do it very like objectively, logically. Let's see. I think it was on 3. I forget, but yeah, at some point you did a very thorough scout, which is
I think right here.
3 5. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool. This guy, how many Lawis? He's raining gold. Yeah, on his 4-1/4-2 roulette, how many Lawis in expectation will he find? It's probably 2. Like best guess is 2, right? Would you agree with that?
If he's rolling down to like 10.
Yeah, which he will. I mean, why won't he? He knows he's contested, right? He should. His logical play is to roll down, but he's contested on the left. So he will find probably. Would you agree with 2?
Yeah.
So -2 Alawi. Next person. Uh, uh, yeah, this person is.
Could also be.
Yeah, he's literally he's rebel. He's holding set pair a colleague pair, right?
Yeah.
He's poor. He'll probably find 1.5 block.
Yeah.
So that's 3.5 out. Next.
But
This person has one, right? They're probably gonna find how many more if they roll? Probably like 0.4 allows, right? So now you're down to now there are 4 out.
is this guy Triss reroll? What is this guy?
I would guess Tristro, yeah. He's level 6.
But if he's
Or
Triss reroll, his expectation of finding more alive is probably pretty low, right? Like less than 1.
oh yeah, that's why I said 0.4.
Oh, okay.
We just added all up by decimal, right? 0.4. So we said 2.0 for the first guy, 1.5 for the second guy, 0.4 for the next guy, so we're at 3.9.
Yeah. Did I not scout everybody there? I guess not. I was just scouting the people I'm fighting against.
Yeah.
When did I do the more detailed scout?
I think it was I forget now. You did a more thorough scout.
Do you have specific stages that you are, or rounds that you're doing like more consistent scouts?
For me, it has more to do with when I'm really not sure what I'm playing, I start to scout more. It
Oh,
depends on it's more specifically around like, oh, like exactly the gleaned information I'm saying, right? Where it's like, how many units are we gonna expect to find for a given thing? And here, because especially when you're poor, you don't get to choose what to play so much. So you kind of have to start to like be selective about, or you have to start like selecting in your mind like what you're trying to angle towards. And right now, I guess the point I was trying to elucidate there is you're expected to find almost zero, like very, very, very few Lowies, right? Because so many are going to be out based on what people are holding.
okay.
Yeah, like it's very possible. Like, you're not that unhealthy. It's very possible here that the line was actually just to play some weird ass like Swain reroll on 4-1.
When did I scout? I don't remember.
I think
Okay.
it was 3-3. I think it was 3-3. I think. Or we mistook the 3-5 rolled out 3-5 scout for like a full lobby scout, but I think I'm wrong, man. It's not 3. Yeah. I guess he didn't truly fully scout the lobby.
Yeah.
I thought he did, but yeah, it was just matchups. But yeah, I would say um right now, Ilawi, the front units are very contested, such that you want your game plan to be like very clear around like what you may and may not find for those.